Aloha, everybody. Tom Tezak here, and it's only me today. We are um, my crew, and Michelle is working on an open house or a home inspection, and Jordan is doing another inspection, and I'm just it's all me, and so I'm just going to chat real quick about what's going on in the Maui marketplace. Just sort of give you some thoughts and some things that I've been sharing lately. Um, as the market goes and what's happening in Maui. So Maui's been really busy, comparatively speaking, for the last couple of weeks with spring break. We're seeing lots and lots of folks here visiting the island, which is great to see. Restaurants are busy, need reservations to get into some of the nicer restaurants because they're booking up. And so it's just great to be able to see lots of people working and lots of people on the island, and things going more back to normal as they were. You know, people are still wearing masks out in public, but you're seeing a little bit of more people out and about, which I just love, and seeing our island sort of prosper again, which has been great. Um, the uh, the real estate market has been pretty intense, I guess would be, for lack of a better choice of words. We are seeing lots of activity, lots of buyers, not a lot of inventory. Probably the lowest inventory I've ever seen in my career here. In fact, I was just doing some research, and normally on any given day, we have what we call a hot sheet, and that shows you all the new listings, all that hit the market in the past 7 days. And I just ran the hot sheet today, and this is the lowest count I've ever seen in my career, with 14 new listings in the South Maui marketplace, which is what I follow. Uh, Normally, we have 20 to 30 listings for the past 7 days, and that was sort of low comparatively speaking. But now to have 14 listings is just nuts. But that's 14 new listings in the past 7 days. So really a lot of activity. We're seeing a lot of properties hit the market, residential, and sell immediately. So definitely opportunity for sellers. The question that I always struggle with is when we're looking at markets and we're hearing, oh, there were multiple offers, there were 10 offers or 12 offers. As a listing agent that lists a lot of properties, I always wonder, where do I find that happy medium in listing? Do I price it so that we get 12 offers, or do I price it so that we get one offer in 15 days in an effort to maximize the return for my sellers? And it is a balancing act. And so, I always look at that and try to maximize when I'm listing properties for my sellers. It's a conversation that we have. What's more important, time or money? And then maximizing the return or maximizing the quickness of getting in and out of the transaction. Time does cost you a little bit in the sake of when you're trying to maximize the return. What tends to happen is you get more showings. It's a little bit more unsettling. And then you start to get a little bit nervous when you're not getting the offer. But if we put it out there and we get 13 contracts or 10 or 5, then it's sort of, the question is always, did we underprice it? And it is truly a balancing act, trying to find that right space. And my goal is always not to be the guy that is getting 13 offers on a property. My goal is always to be the guy that puts it out there and we maximize the return for the sellers, because that's my job. So just a little bit of thoughts on that and how I like to look at it. But it's a conversation, and it's a team effort between myself. I bring the knowledge, the experience of what's happening in the market to the sellers, who then convey what's most important to them. When you're selling real estate, I don't believe that it's always all about the money. Sometimes it is, but very often it's about timing. It's about special terms. It's about convenience. It's about rent backs. It's all those things that play a factor in it. And those should all be conversations that, no matter where you're at and you're listening or you're listing property or you're talking to an agent, if they're not asking those questions, then I think there's a disconnect. So, there is a technique, a strategy to price low, to create a bidding war and let the market pick the price. And I see the value in that as well, as long as you get the bidding war going on. So lots of crazy things happening. I've been in this business for 30 years. Not that I've seen a lot of things. This current market has been very unique to the way the people are behaving. The lack of inventory is something, as I've said, I've never seen before. But it is, there's always opportunity. and looking at what's out there. If you're looking to buy real estate, sometimes it's sort of, I do sometimes a backward search, and I'll go and see what's been on the market for a long time. Where did somebody price something, overprice it, and now they've stagnated on the market? Not because it's a bad property, but possibly because they were being more aggressive. And then as time goes on and they get some time under their belt, that you'll see that they may be more flexible than if they would have priced it at the right spot, or if they're chasing the price down, that it's sort of off the new buyers' radars because they're not seeing this as a new listing. So lots of different things to look at. In our residential market, very, very low inventory, under $1 million. 1 or 2 properties has been the ongoing theme here in Maui, in South Maui. In vacation rental properties and residential condos, the 2 different kinds of condos are, again, a residential condo is a condo that you have to rent for 6 months or more, or it's predominantly people that live and work here or are snowbirds, and they don't rent the condo out on a daily basis. That's what we call a residential condo. And then there's the vacation rental transient vacation rental condo, aka transient rental condo, aka Airbnb condo. Lots of different names for that kind of condo. Currently, in the past, I'd say 8 weeks, I've been closely monitoring that. And it's been fascinating. About 8 weeks ago, we had 220 condos in the South Maui market. That's Ma'alaya, Kihei, Wailea, and Makena. 220 vacation rental condos that were available. And we had about 40 under contract. About 6 weeks ago, we went down to 180 vacation rental condos available. Last week, we were at 130 vacation rental condos and our pendings went up to 130. So this week, we are at 95 vacation rental condos and available. So that has definitely come down. We are now well into the active. That market has become active. If you had been following me for weeks and weeks, you would have heard me say 7-8 weeks ago, it's time to look at vacation rental condos, and that's where the market's going to move to. And that's what's happened now. In the way of residential condos, we have only 27. About 2 weeks ago, we had 39 active residential condos. So we've dropped down as well in that. And this includes all price ranges from 0 to 17 or $18 million. So just trying to give you an overview, our market has been active. If you own real estate in Maui and you're thinking about, wow, should I sell it? Definitely is an opportunity for sellers to sell their real estate here in Maui. The question is where are you going to go and what are you going to do with the money? If you wanted to do a 1031, that's a great option, but then where do we 1031 the money to? So just wanted to just keep that conversation open. I would encourage you to, if that's something you're thinking about, give me a call. Let's discuss that. I definitely know that we can generate a nice return on what you've bought. Most likely it's going to be pricing is higher than what you paid for it. There are certain condominium complexes right now that we're having issues, and homes that we're having issues with appraisals, which is another challenge that we see when buyers are buying stuff and the prices are going up. The appraisers can't get the valuation together for the appraisal for the banks, and that's a challenge as well. So sometimes buyers are having to come in with additional funds to offset the shortfall on the loan to value ratio that the banks want to use. So we're seeing that as well. So if you are getting a loan, whether it's here in Maui or anywhere else in the country, you want to have that conversation with your agent as well and discuss what happens if the appraisal doesn't come in. Some sellers are saying, we don't care, you'll have to make up the difference. Sometimes there's an opportunity to negotiate. Sometimes the deals fall apart because if you don't have all the money in cash and then you have to get a loan, that compromises your ability to get a loan. And it is the catch-22 in these markets, and that's what happens. But again, it's about awareness and about being educated. We try to help our clients understand what's happening and why things are going the way they are. And then also if something does affect the sale like that you know how to react and you can work through it. So lots of information about the market. With it being as active as it is, things are changing. The other question that I'm getting asked is, how long is it going to last? is this a bubble? And quite honestly, compared to 2006, 7, that era when we had these high prices, we saw the reasons for it. They were giving out loans that were unrealistic, that people were getting loans that shouldn't have gotten loans, and it was not easy, but people walked away from them. Right now, I am not seeing any relief on the market. Invariably, I assume something will come and change it. But I know that right now in the county of Maui, they're trying to change the laws to force developers to build 75% affordable units on a development, which is unrealistic. When they did this for the state fast tracking, when they did this in the county level in 2008 and 9, they changed the affordable requirement from 25 to 50%. What that resulted was not in a lot more affordable housing, but in fact, zero affordable housing, because all the developers stopped building because it was not feasible for them to create product, make a profit, and put millions and millions of dollars of their money at risk to not generate revenue. So City Council in Maui, I think, needs to really hopefully not make this pitch to raise it to 75%, because invariably they will, instead of creating more affordable housing, they'll eliminate it again. And quite honestly, I think that decision they made in 2007 and 8 or 9 is the reason today we have such a limited amount of affordable housing in our market, which is a shame. And so I hate seeing that. Anyway, that's my thoughts. If you've got any comments, I'd love to see your comments. If you have any questions, you can reach me at 808-280-2055, or just Google Tom Tezak, and my name and face will pop up on the front page. Also, we create a bunch of frequently asked question videos. We create tours of properties. Go to our YouTube channel. We've just redid our YouTube channel. I think it's Lifestyle Maui, or Lifestyle Maui Real Estate. Go and subscribe, and you'll see what's happening. Just search my name, and you should be able to find it. Anyway, aloha from Maui. I hope everyone is doing great. If you're going to be heading out to Maui, if you're visiting, love to catch up with you. I'd love to have a coffee, a Coke, or a cocktail when you're here, and look forward to catching up. So Tom Tezak, the Lifestyle Maui team here on Maui. If I can be of any help, by all means, let me know. If you prefer to work with Jordan, by all means, give him a holler. We love working with our clients and helping everybody out through the Maui real estate process. If you've got any questions or things you want us to talk about, or subjects you want us to bring up, by all means, just shoot us a message and let us know. So Tom Tezak signing off, and I really appreciate the opportunity to be with you this morning. Aloha and have an amazing day.